Alright guys, so after our bait video that we did, we had quite a bit of inquiry. I think it's a lot of people want to know how we throw a net.
What'd you say that?
A lot of people want to know how we throw our net, so we decided, we had the day off, we decided to do a cast net video for you, how we throw our nets, a couple different ways, because we don't throw our net the same way. I think it's because it's a father-son thing. Anything I do, he wants to do it different.
Just a slight tweak.
he's got to do it different. So basically what we got today is we have and Caleb's not a tall guy, so that's something else I want to talk about and show you. Is Caleb's about 5'7".
I'm kissing 5'7" on a good day.
5'7" on a good day. Okay, so we have a small kind of generic 8-foot 3/8 net that we're going to throw that. We're going to show you how to make that up. And then we have what we call the Beast. It's a 12.5 foot NV series black pearl, and this net's a stud. It opens really easy, but I'm going to show you, well, he's going to show you how a 5'7" guy can throw a 12.5 foot net off a moving boat. So let's get into it, and we'll show you a couple different styles.
All right, well, let's get into the triple load. The first thing I like to do is with any net is I want to make sure the braille lines are nice and stretched out to the horn, because a lot of times that can cause problems when you're throwing your net. So I like to go ahead and stretch everything out, make sure everything's not tangled up or spun up. So we got it stretched out, and the first step is you're going to want to make loops in your hand, just like this. And you're going to want to do that until you reach the horn. So let's get over there. All right, so I'm to the horn. I'm going to take the horn. Notice I got a little bit of slack in it still. I'm going to grab it about a foot down. This is an 8-footer, so I'm going to grab it about a foot down. Okay, I got it like this. I got about a foot down from the horn. I'm going to grab about midway down the net, about almost waist height on me.
Which is 2 foot.
Which is about 2 foot. I'm gonna grab it just like this. See that loop? I'm gonna put it in my hand just like that.
Just like you wrap the rope up.
Just like you wrap the rope up. All right, we're gonna make sure everything's untangled here. All right, so the first step is you're gonna want to section your net into thirds. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the first bit of net. That's about enough right there. This is an 8-footer, so it's not a lot. So I got one section. This is the hardest part of the triple load. I'm gonna stand back for a second. You got your net like this. You're gonna want to go under your elbow. Under your elbow. Let's do that again. Take it under, and then you're gonna lay it over your shoulder. You're gonna let it drape over your shoulder, just like that. You're gonna let your hand slide out, and you're gonna feel a little cramped up, but that's just how the triple load is. It's just like this. You got it over your shoulder, you got this bunched up in your hand, and then you're gonna get your other third. You're gonna go ahead and get your other third, get it out, and you're gonna drape it across your knee. Just like that. You get it parted up, everything's parted up good. Okay, now the next step is you're gonna take the leading line right here with the leads. You're gonna grab it with your pinky, and then you're gonna take the parted group of the net and slide your fingers up underneath. I got 3 fingers. I'm gonna slide it up underneath, and I'm gonna grasp it just like this. I'm gonna do that again. I got the net laid out, it's parted, the other third. I'm gonna take this lead line, grab it with my pinky, go underneath the parted section, and grab it with my other 3 fingers, my ring finger, middle finger, and index finger. I'm gonna grab it like this, hold on to it, and then put my thumb there. And then that is how you make it up. Alright, so we got our net made up in the triple load, and now we're fixing to throw it. The number one thing you want to remember when you're throwing is you want to get good momentum, and when you're throwing it, the last part of the net you want to leave your hand is this pinky and this lead line. You're going to want to throw up. So let's go ahead and do it.
Yep. All right, so we threw the 8-footer. Caleb threw the 8-footer. And it always, I mean, that net will catch bait. This net will cut your throws in half. Again, this is the Black Pearl 12.5 3/8 Envy series. These are amazing nets. They open easy. They're quiet when they open, when they hit the water. They're quiet on your boat because they have the lead lines infused. And this is a big net for anybody. 12.5 foot's a big net for anybody, especially for a guy that's 5'7", standing on the bow, trying to rodeo bait in 2-foot seas with his dad driving the boat screaming at him. So
yeah, this is no joke right here.
Yeah. So this is, if you look at it, I mean, this is a big net. So he's gonna make this up basically the same way. His loops may be a little longer. You just to throw a bigger net, you just have to adjust the lengths that you wrap your net. So we're gonna let him throw this one, show you how he does the triple load with this one, and then we're gonna see if I can throw it without hurting my back or my knee or something like that.
All right, so kind of skipped a little bit of a portion of coiling up the rope and stuff like that. But what I did was because it is a larger net, I had to kind of portion it up a little differently. But like my dad said, you know, it's a little different. It varies per person and per net. So I added a couple feet of spare net hanging down here, which is okay if it's going to hang lower than the lead line. That's okay, so don't worry about that. So I got it made up of maybe about to my belly button, which is, well, if my waist is 2 foot, then my belly button's
about 2.5 foot.
2.5 foot. We're rounding. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this made up. Gonna split it into thirds. This is a lot bigger net, so the thirds are gonna look a lot bigger. We're gonna go ahead, go under our arm and over our shoulder, just like that. And then we're gonna get to our other third. Go ahead and sling this around. Drape it on our knee. Pinch the lead line with your pinky. Grab underneath the portion part of net. Just like that. And you're ready to throw.
Caleb threw both nets, and I just want to give you a size comparison so you can appreciate how big a 12.5 foot net is for a guy that's 5'7" on a good day. So this is the 8-footer laying on top of the 12-foot black, or the 12.5 foot Black Pearl. You can see how much bigger the diameter is of the Black Pearl. I mean, it is a big net, but it opens, if you use the method Caleb does, he swears by the triple load. I know a lot of people that do, and they open the net. I mean, consistently open the net. So the triple load is a great way to open the net. I'm gonna throw it real quick the way I throw it. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself in front of my son, because he already thinks he's he thinks he's the guy. But too, when you're measuring a net, remember that the measurement. Okay, so this is an 8-foot net. This net is 8 foot from the horn to the lead line with the net stretched out. So an 8-foot net does not mean that the net opens 8 foot. The diameter of the net is going to be 16 foot. So you take the length of the net, the Black Pearl's 12.5 foot. That net's going to open. It's going to have a 25 foot diameter. All right. So that kind of gives you an idea of the difference in the size of the nets. And I mean, Caleb can sling it, but he uses the triple load method. And now we're going to throw it real quick the way I throw it. And I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys because I'm not old by any means. I'm in my 40s. A lot of times you get a little older, you have to go back to things that you did when you were a kid. So I'm also going to show you with the 12.5 foot Black Pearl the spinning method. If you're having trouble building momentum and using the weights to throw the net, I'm going to show you how you can spin and use the momentum for the net to open. All right, let's go. All right, so now I'm going to show you the way I throw it. Start out the same way you do throwing any net. You're going to coil the rope. And this is the bigger net, so I'm going to reach down a little bit further, make my first wrap on the net, shake everything out straight, come down about waist high, and grab it again. All right, so also similar to the triple load, I'm going to split the net, but I'm going to split a little more than a third over my leg. Okay, close to half, a little less than half. So now I've got that separated. So take what's in your right hand, lay it over your arm, get that out of the way. Okay, now I reach down, and I can also show you some chips in my teeth from this. But I grew up old school. We put nets in our mouth when we threw them, and never been able to get over it. Don't put the lead behind your teeth when you put it in your mouth. Bite the line with your teeth. Okay, like that. All right, so now after I have it separated, the line's in my mouth, I'm gonna reach down at arm length, same way with the triple load, hook the lead line with my pinky, shoot, something on my neck. Hook the lead line with my pinky, use my other 3 fingers to grip the rest of the net, and then use momentum to throw it. Now I'm gonna roll this further net back into my hand that I separated earlier. And now this is what I have. 2 pieces. So let's throw it and see if I can open it. So I'm gonna make it up the way I make it up one more time, and I'm gonna show you how sometimes kids, older people, may need to throw it to gain momentum with a bigger net. So I'm gonna make it up the exact same way I did, but this time I'm gonna spin. And I know people make fun of the spin, but we've all been there when we were kids, and we're all gonna be there again one day, because all that youth doesn't last forever. So make it up the same way. Be careful when you spin too. Be aware of your surroundings. Same way I made it up before. Start by facing my target. Rock back. Spin. Spin. And let it go. So I hope this helps some of you guys and answer some questions. We showed you 3 different styles to throw in the net. We showed you how a short fella can throw a 12.5 foot net with no problem. How I'm not over the hill. I'm right at the top of the hill though. I can feel it.
You can just kind of
yeah, I'm peeking. I'm peeking. But I can feel it when I throw these nets. I can feel it. There's no doubt about it. But I showed you how I opened it. I showed you how to use the spin technique.
Something a little modified, make it easier.
So, like I said, I hope that helps answer some questions, because I know some people were asking how we throw our nets. If that doesn't answer all your questions, feel free to contact us. You can DM us on Facebook at William Wise. You can get us on Instagram at Badfish Tampa, or my phone number is at the end of the screen or at the end of the show. Feel free to call. Pick up the phone and call. If you're local, if we're near each other and you want to meet up, we'll do cast net lessons. I mean, I'm not selling cast net lessons. We're not going to charge you, but I'd be happy to show you how to throw a cast net in person. So hit us up, let us know what we can do to help. And in the meantime, everybody love everybody.